So today, I'm gonna review one. I'm trying to figure out why I bought it. It's a Cyber from the Amazon exclusive Wolverine 5 pack. Um, Cyber is a strange character that popped up in the 90s. What I remember of that storyline was, apparently Wolverine and Cyber decided to steal Wienermobiles and crash into each other, bragging about one's bigger than the other. This was Sam Keith, man. I mean, yeah, it was an interesting storyline. And Cyber, he was around for a little while, and then he got eaten by some insects. They set some flesh-eating insects in on him. The Dark Riders did. Yeah, Apocalypse's Dark Riders, yeah. And they attempted to fuse that adamantium with Wolvie's bones, and apparently that was the death of Cyber. He did come back, resurrected, or was it reincarnated? But anyway, um, so yeah, he was not a not even a D-list character. I thought he had some potential. He did go back and tell some stories of his origin, and apparently how he was the first product of the weapon program. I don't think they call it weapon. I think they quit calling it Weapon X because Wolverine was Weapon X. He was Weapon 10. So this was apparently Cyber was Weapon 0. And that was how they knew each other already and everything. So that's kind of where that kind of wraps up, and that's it. I mean, he didn't really do much of anything, and well, I guess that kind of comes back around to I thought there was potential there. I mean, he's got his skin bonded with adamantium, except for his face. Um, that's a weird power. That's a weird ability. I mean, the Bones is pushing it with Wolverine. This guy has it all over his flesh. It's like, what? What? This is not turning into organic steel like Colossus does either. This is like, there's a person under there. So, but technically would be totally immune to harm. So, yeah, there was I had thoughts about that, and I thought there was potential there. And I do think that the character got killed off way too early. And so, my thought being, buy the figure. And I got it from a guy selling off his collection. And he'd already sold off the rest of that Amazon pack, so it wasn't a big deal. So I grabbed this one. And, he's not my favorite character by any stretch, but just a character I thought had some potential. And it never got realized. So, again, pretty standard articulation and not much to write home about in that realm. Of course, he's a big old boy, so he ain't really going to be, doing flips or anything. Uh, but at the same time, could be worse, could be better. He kind of, I seem to remember him having like spikes on his knuckles, but then I went to reading, and apparently there were spikes on his fingertips, which I don't remember. That had a neurotoxin in it. So that if you look on the hands, it's kind of there. You can see the kind of the points. So it does work. I think he should have had some swappable hands. Could have had some fists or something. Something a little bit more to it, and that would have made a much better figure. As it stands, I'm gonna, he could be there. I mean, he isn't terrible though. He's not bad. It's just he's not great. So, for some comparison, there's Wolverine and Spider-Man. And of course, there's Ultron and Doctor Doom. Of course, you can see he's a little bit taller than most characters, but not superly tall. At the end of it, I'm going to give him 3.5 stars. He's okay, but he's not great. That's my take on it. Okay. All right, that'll wrap it up for Infinite Realms for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe.